Hey boys and girls, this is Miss Cheryl with your comparing quantities video, the pool noodle edition. So I went to the dollar store earlier today and bought some pool noodles. So I have a pink one and some green ones. And what we're gonna do today is use words like bigger and smaller, taller and shorter, and longer and shorter when we're comparing the pool noodles. At the end, we're going to talk about social distancing in pool noodles, which will be a surprise treat at the end. How about that? So the first pool noodle that I have, this one I didn't actually buy today. It was in my garage, as you can see. It's been around for a little while. It's kind of sun bleached there. But what I wanted to do is put it on the ground next to me and stand it up tall, and we can see and we can compare Miss Cheryl and the pool noodle. Miss Cheryl is taller, bigger, longer than the pool noodle. The pool noodle is shorter or smaller than Miss Cheryl. The other thing we can do is we can compare the pink pool noodle and the green pool noodle. So if we put these on the ground, we can say that the pink pool noodle is bigger or taller or longer than the green pool noodle. We can say that the green pool noodle is shorter or smaller than the pink pool noodle. Now, we can also use Miss Cheryl as a reference, and we can put things in order of size. So we would start with the smallest thing. So if we look here, we have the green pool noodle, we have the pink pool noodle, we have Miss Cheryl. Which thing is smaller or shorter? If you said the green, you are right. So the green pool noodle is the shortest or the smallest of the three things that we're comparing. The next thing would be between Miss Cheryl and the pink pool noodle, which one is smaller or shorter than the other? And if you said the pink pool noodle is shorter than Miss Cheryl, you are right. So far we have the green pool noodle, which is the shortest, the pink pool noodle, which is the next shortest, and then Miss Cheryl, which is actually the tallest or the biggest or the longest of the three things that we're comparing. The next thing we can do is I took one of the pool noodles and cut it into smaller pieces. So we can look at these two pool noodles. And if we put them up next to each other, we can say, we'll make this an even, which of these two pool noodles is shorter? And if you said the top one is the shorter of the two pool noodles, you are right. That means the bottom one is longer or bigger, or if you put it this way, or taller. And again, we can take these two pool noodles and the green one, the other green one, and we can compare them and put them in order of size. And it's going to be a little hard to do. So you would first look at these and see which one is the shortest. And if you said this one is the shortest, you are right. And actually, I ended up putting them in the right order. So then the next one is the next shortest. I can line them up here. And that would be our center one, would be the next shortest. And then this one on the end would be our longest or tallest or biggest pool noodle. And you can do this with anything that you have around your house. You can do it if you have a brother or sisters. You can get in order of who's the shortest, who's the next tallest, who's the tallest. You can do it with your family, with your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, aunts and uncles, anybody that you live with. You can get in order of size. You can also just do it with things that you have around the house. So go pick some cans out of the cabinet and put them in order. Which was the biggest can? Which is the next smallest can? Which is the smallest can? You can do it with your toys. Which toy is biggest? Which toy is smallest? Which toy is longer? Which toy is shorter? Anything that you have around your house, pick three things and then put them in order of size. It helps you practice. That's one of the things that you need to be able to know how to do when you move on to kindergarten. And you may already know how to do it, and that's great. But if you're having a little trouble with it, just take some average everyday things that you have around the house, and you can practice. So the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys, you probably have been hearing lots of grown-ups talk about social distancing. And social distancing is basically being able to stay a certain distance away from other people, because right now, in case you don't know, I think you probably do, because schools got let out and we had to work from home, and we can't meet for Horizons this year because of the COVID-19 virus. So social distancing is helping us be able to stay safe. So what I'm doing is taking 2 of my pool noodles that we just compared, and I'm going to take them together, and I want to show you something. So I can stand all the way back here. This is 6 feet. I'm gonna have to go way back here. 6 feet. So when a grown-up says you need to stay 6 feet away from somebody else because we're social distancing, look how much taller that is than Miss Cheryl, right? So if you took this pool noodle and you were carrying it around with you wherever you went, that's how far away somebody would have to be from you. I don't know if can I tilt this? Look how far that is. That's a really far distance, right? So think about that when you're out. Everybody needs to be wearing a mask as of right now, and we need to be trying to stay 6 feet away from everybody. So 6 feet is like I said, it's a long distance. So make sure you're being safe and staying well. And until next time, Miss Cheryl loves you. I'll see you soon.